Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday Wellness Health Chat. It's Robin and Kim again, bringing you another week of some health tips. And today we're going to talk about setting yourself up for success when you start a health journey. And I hope you're on a health journey already, but if you're not on one,
hold on.
It's just we're live. Robin, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Sorry about that.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Okay. So, because I hope you're on a health journey already, but if you're not, if you're starting one, if you're ready to start one, we want to give you some tips that you can help you start with success, continue with success, and finish successfully, or just continue with your healthy lifestyle. So, the first one I want to talk about is, I think this is the most important one, and maybe not the one people think of first, but it's knowing your why. Why do you want to get healthier?
Number one,
why do you want to make
Absolutely.
a change? And when you know your why, whether it's, I want to fit into my wedding dress, or I want to look good at my next reunion, or I just want to feel better. I want to, it doesn't have to be an event. It can just be, I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. But having a goal, something to look forward to, really helps. And so I'll tell you one of mine, and that I love. What keeps me on track is that I have grandkids that are 8 and 6, and I want to dance at their weddings when that comes, and I'll probably be in my 80s, maybe 90s when that happens, and I want to dance like a crazy lady, like I normally do. So I want to keep that, my function and mobility, and just age well. So that's mine.
I love it.
Do you have one, Robin?
I love it. I do have one, and it's funny when you just said a minute ago, it just resonated with me. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And a few years ago, like, I've always been on a health journey, or I should say fitness journey. Okay. I won't say health journey, because I was always on a fitness journey. Like, I worked out crazy because I loved it. I felt good or whatever, but I didn't always eat right. And I thought I was, until, I met the group that you and I are in, and I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I felt miserable in my body, and I knew I wasn't healthy. And so that was my why there. And that's the best why ever for me.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. And so knowing that is key. And then keeping that in the forefront as you're going forward, make a little post-it note. I whatever it is, keep that in the forefront. So it's like your little carrot that you see. Number 2, I believe, is to plan and prep. So obviously, if you're changing to a healthy lifestyle, you're going to eat different foods that are going to serve your health, serve your body, serve your mind, serve everything. And so, make sure you make a, which we provide these too. We provide meal, there you go, healthy shake. We provide meal plans, but we have whole food lists, food lists that we refer to. And so it really makes sense to plan ahead, prepare, do some meal prep, and you can do that very easily. Just prep out like 3 days in advance, 3 or 4 days in advance. You don't have to do like a whole week or a whole month at a time. It's super easy. So planning, prepping, having some good things on hand, some quick things on hand that are healthy to eat. If you are in a starvation mode at one point, because whatever, you got off track with eating, you didn't get home in time, or you need some healthy snacks in your car, always have some healthy fallbacks. And that will really help.
Can I add to that
yes,
too, Kim?
Yes, please.
So for me, I'm just going to pop in here when something resonates with me, but the food, I never used to do that, like figure out what I was going to have meals for the week. And then when I started, doing this journey myself with, my wellness being much better and my nutrition, huge difference in planning out those meals. And it sounds crazy, but it's not, because I don't know. I ate what I should be eating. My body was fueled, instead of just like, oh, we don't know what to do, let's just go out and grab something.
Right.
That's the problem there. Yeah.
Yep. No, I agree. It's just setting yourself up for success there. So you don't, but I agree. Meal planning is not that hard. I thought it was going to be harder, and I'm like, but no, it's super easy the way we do it.
Exactly.
And the next thing I would say is, it's called a pantry raid. So go into your pantry, and
not a panty raid.
Exactly. Not a panty raid. So, but you go into your pantry or your fridge and your cabinetry, and you look for the foods that are not going to serve you. You get rid of them or hide them somewhere if other family members, have to have them, but get them out of sight, out of mind. That's the key, because if it's not there, or if you don't know about it, it's not enticing. And I found that to be true. If it's in the house, I'm going to eat it. It's out of the house, I can't eat it. So
Exactly.
the same thing works with my husband. It's like, that's been a great deterrent for him. It's like, if it's not here, I'm not going to eat it. So
can I tell you a little funny thing there? So Greg and I are pretty good about that, like keeping things out of the house. He's going to be mad at me because I'm telling this, but recently, I had a surgery, and so he's been taking care of me. And he's been doing everything, taking care of the house, taking care of me, doing all the grocery shopping. And my son came over to visit, and he's like, "Oh man, where'd you get these? You guys never have cookies in your pantry." He's because I couldn't get out of bed.
you didn't know they were there.
I didn't know they were there. Isn't that funny?
That's hilarious. So I got a funny.
That's gonna bring me to one of the points on my paper that I have here to tell you guys.
Oh,
okay. But go ahead, Kim.
So on that note, I'll tell you quickly our kind of a reverse story. So we don't buy crap anymore, chips and stuff like that, processed foods like that. So our oldest son came when he brought the grandkids one year, and it was at night, it was after dinner. He goes, "Do you guys have any chips or anything?" And he looks in the pantry, and like we had nothing there. I said, "Nobody there was a Granny Smith apple. We'll go eat that." And he goes, "All right." So he ate the apple. He stopped complaining, but it was hilarious because he's like, where's like where are the chips and stuff? It was kind of funny.
Right.
Anyway,
Oh,
all right.
wow.
So
it's all in what you're used to. It's all
exactly.
In what you're used to.
And it's what you can get used to.
Exactly. And that's what I did. And it's a huge difference. But you can also get out of that, which the last couple of years with the pandemic, I lost my way a little bit. I really did, to be honest. I mean, I'm human, and I did, but I'm back on track again, and I feel healthier than ever now. So,
and that's the thing. Okay, it's progress, not perfection.
Exactly. Ooh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. All right. So mine things that I have on my little list are a lot like Kim's. Mine was absolutely, you've got to know your why. You also have to know, who are you doing this for? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for your spouse? Are you doing it for your children? For me to do something, I have to want to do it for myself. But I know for other people, maybe that's not enough motivation. So you might have to do it, for your kids. I mean, so that you'll be there. Kim's doing it so she'll be able to dance with her grandkids, and that's great. The other thing that I have is do what you love. And we've talked about this before. Make sure that you're getting into something that you're going to love doing, whether it's swimming, it's biking, for exercise, and make sure that that's the same thing with the food. Don't go on a cabbage soup diet because it worked for someone, right? That's disgusting. So do find things that you love that are healthy. And there's so many things that you can find. And if you ever don't know where to look, Kim and I can help you out with that for sure. And then reward yourself. And when I say reward yourself, I don't mean exercise so you can go eat donuts. Okay. Because I hear that in my classes all the time. Oh, and no, that's not what we want to do. Exercise, put in your mind, I want to exercise 5 days a week. And if I do it, then Saturday I get to go buy a new pair of shoes, or I get to go buy that purse I've been looking at, or, whatever it is that you want. Or if I exercise for 1 month, I'm going to go buy, the purse, the shoes, and the dress. So that is good motivation for a lot of people. Think what would motivate you. And then don't make it hard. Don't make it confusing. So you don't have to work out hard to work out, right?
Absolutely.
Walk, swim, something easy. And don't make it confusing. Like these meals and the way you have to do certain things, like try not to make it confusing. Mindset, like Kim, I do think you mentioned mindset. It's all about mindset. And then don't do it as a punishment. So many people do these things as a punishment because they're not happy with themselves. So they're like, well, I'm going to deprive myself, and I'm going to beat myself to death working out. And that never works. It might work for about 3 days, and then you're done. So, and then seek a professional. And I can't stress that enough. Find a wellness coach, find a personal trainer if you need it, or find a certified fitness instructor who can lead you and guide you and help you out if you need that kind of help. And then join friends in a group. Whether, you could do that with nutrition, you can do that with
Mhm.
fitness, and then do your research. So do your due diligence. Don't just do something because someone else did it and it worked for them.
Right.
Research it and make sure
Yep.
that it's going to work for you, or if it's something that you can do. And it's also something that's like healthy and not just a fad.
The
But
other thing
that's
yeah.
me.
And I was going to add a couple little things actually. The one thing about having accountability is huge. And research has shown if you have an accountability buddy, or you're in a group, you have a 20% more likely chance to achieve your goals if you're doing it with somebody else, which is kind of cool.
Absolutely.
And then
Yeah.
the other thing I want to say, don't overwhelm yourself. Take it one step at a time. So make one change a week, like focus on water the first week.
Yeah.
Focus on adding more veggies in the second week. And as you start making these changes, as you put in the good stuff, and I'm not saying take out the bad stuff, I'm saying as you put in the good stuff, the bad stuff, you'll realize eat the good stuff first and and I hate saying good and bad, eat the stuff that's serving you well first, and then the stuff that
Right.
doesn't serve you well, it'll eventually fall off and get less and less because you're filling yourself up so much on goods on all this food that's going to serve you. And so
And you know what? It won't taste good either. It
your taste buds change.
weird.
Yeah.
It does. I
Mhm.
did that as a quick example because now I think this is 10-minute health chat instead of 7-minute
I
health
know.
chat.
Sorry.
That's okay. But listen, well, we have a lot to say. I did that with Diet Coke. I changed to green
Mm.
tea. So I started drinking like warm green tea, and I would have 2 cups a day. And I totally got off the Diet Coke. And now I can't even stand like to even like a teeny taste of Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I taste a chemical. If I taste it, it's like it tastes like
exactly.
chemicals to me. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
well, okay, we've had our time,
All
but
right.
I hope
Yep.
this is helpful. Yeah, we want you to be successful, and so that's why we're here, and so that's why we do this every week. So thank you, Robin, for all the great tips. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please drop them below. We will see you next week.
All right. Thanks, Kim.
Thanks, Robin. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.